What is good, everybody? It's your boy JKG back with some Godforge content here for you during the Alpha Wave 1. Before we get into this video, I do want to say thank you for all the support and all the subscriptions on the channel. You guys have blown the channel up. We've got over 100 subscriptions here just in the last 3 days on the account. So thank you so much for that. If you do want to help continue supporting the channel and help us grow here, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and it's free. You don't have to pay a dime for it. And I'm going to try to give you as much Godforge content while I have access to Wave 1 here as we can. So as always, if there's a hero you want to see, if there's an aspect of the game, gearing, ranking heroes up, attunement, or well, we don't have attunement just yet. It's not in the alpha just yet. The imprints and stuff like that. Let me know if there's anything you want to see. If there's a boss guide that you want to see, let me know in the comments below so I can get that out. And if I am able to facilitate it as far as like with a hero, I'll do my best to get that out here for you guys in a timely manner. If it's a hero that I don't have, but I have a good friend who has it, maybe we'll do a collab with another creator and we can show that for you guys. So all that fun stuff out of the way. All of that out of the way. What are we here for? We're here for my first legendary, Anubis. So you can kind of see here, he is and was my first 6-star champion. We got him up to 6 stars. You can see we do have him fully ascended at 6-star full ascension. And I'll show you how where you see all those screens as well. And as far as gearing goes, this is not necessarily a build guide, but you're going to want, if you're lucky enough to get Anubis early, HP is your friend. So you're going to want to stack as much HP as you can. You're going to want to be as quick as you can off of that. So priority list, you're going to have HP as your priority. After that, I would say your next priority is going to be crit chance. You want to be as close to 100 as you can. You can see here I'm only 74% crit chance. The next after that I would say is speed. You can see 145, and then last out of those three, or out of the next three after HP, is going to be crit damage, and then off of that, resistance, accuracy, defense, attack. The reason why you're wanting to do that is because he scales incredibly well off of his HP. So if we come in here, we're going to hit the basic skill. He is going to, hit one enemy based off of 6% of his max HP plus 60% of his attack. This scales much better off of his HP than it does the attack. He's going to hit 2 times. This smacks, really smacks. His A2, this one will, it will one-shot some waves pretty darn high up. I think I've one-shotted some waves in the 130 levels, somewhere in there. Not all the time. You kind of need a little bit of a pairing, somebody that's going to boost his attack. That usually helps do it. But he's going to AoE. He's going to hit for 13% of his max HP, 85% of his attack, with 75% chance to place corrupt and initiative down. Those are awesome. I don't even worry about the debuffs that he places. So you can see he places a corrupt here, which is going to make it to where the unit that placed this debuff steals any buffs received. The duration is reduced every time it gets triggered. So he places corrupt on another here on an opposition hero, and then their teammate goes to buff him, and then he gets the buff. So it's a good way to get buffs on ourselves. Initiative down 2 is going to decrease the initiative stat by 20%. Really good. It's really good. This comes into play with the stage 120 boss, the treasure golem boss. You want to keep the initiative down. You want to keep his divinity down. You want to keep as much of that down so you don't get one shot. That is very imperative. And if we come over here, despair, I forgot to give you that one. On the A1, he does have the 75% chance to place despair off of his A1. typically what we see. He usually, for the most part, seems to, it's a 2-hitter, and he is one-shotting with this skill well into the 140 levels. They have to be a really tanky hero to not get one shot by this. So honestly, the despair doesn't always land, but it's there. So somebody that's under despair, hero cannot receive positive buffs or effects while under despair. The duration is reduced by 1 turn after each attempt to place an effect. Will skip the next turn if despair is active on the hero. So it's a really good little, not necessarily a CC, but it's a really good skill to kind of block buffs, basically. His third skill, his ultimate skill, is going to be Tomb Watcher. It's going to scale AoE. Also, this is a really cool animation. It's going to scale by 17% of his max HP, 100% of his attack. If Anubis's HP is below 50%, it's going to heal him by 30% of the damage that he inflicts. If his HP is above 50%, he's going to place a barrier on himself for 30% of the damage inflicted, and he's going to gain 100 divinity whenever an enemy is defeated. So if he kills multiple, he's going to get multiple 100, right? Double this bonus if they were defeated by Soul Guide, which is the A1, the base attack. So it's going to double that divinity if they defeat him by there. He does have a really good passive. When a hero is defeated, increases this hero's turn meter by 20%. So he is going to gain divinity and turn meter whenever he kills somebody. Really, really, really cool. If we come in here to his awakenings, you can see I don't have any copies of him, so he is not awakened at all whatsoever. Hopefully we can get some dupes and we can have him legitimately fully maxed. Really hard to get dupe legendaries, so I'm not holding my breath in the next week and a half that I have access to the game. But that is his kit and all of his fun stuff. And then if we come into the caverns, we're just gonna see where we're at here on the caverns. We are currently on stage 150. The funny thing is, a good friend of the channel, Papa Tez, was telling me he's a little bit ahead of me, and he was telling me somewhere in the, I forget exactly what stage it was, but somewhere in the 140s. So between 140 and 149, there's some stages that are like really, really hard. There's like double Musashi, double Isis type waves. 4 Musashis, which if you don't know, Musashi is currently bugged in Alpha Wave 1 and he is just a nightmare to deal with. Just counterattacks out the backside, right? Basically what I was noticing, my team was dying, and in wave 1, the other 3 heroes that I was bringing in were dying, and Anubis soloed through all 3 waves from that point. So really cool. I'm not gonna make you sit through a really long fight, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here, we're gonna try to get some, I want to see if we can try to get some of these strength alchemy stones. That's what I'm farming currently at the moment. But if we come in here and we take a look, this is just the team. I'm kind of speed farming with this team. I'm going to take it off of auto. We're going to go to 1x speed because we're going to just start here with Anubis. Actually, you know what? Let's waste this energy. And what we're going to do is we're going to just see if he can solo by himself. We're not really worried about winning this battle per se, but what we're going to do, we're going to start out with his secondary skill, his core skill, the AoE, 13% of his max HP, 85% of his attack, and he can place the corrupt and initiative down. This is stage 125, so you can kind of see there we almost one-shot the entire wave. These 2 guys, these 2 heroes, Nemean Lion and Shold, I forget this guy's name. They are both just barely alive. The Nemean Lion didn't die. He must be pretty tanky. I admittedly have not used him, but you can see the base skill can smack on its own, right? You can see the numbers there. We have his perfect timing. If I move myself, let me move myself to the middle of the screen here, so you can kind of see right there over my shoulder. He's glowing. That means that his ultimate is available. Tomb Watcher, 17% of his HP, 100% of his attack. So let's just go ahead and use his ultimate skill. And you can see right there, one shot wave 2. And we'll just let him go on auto. His core skill was back up, and you can see 100% wiped. If we do that if we just let that run on auto, and you can see we got Musashi, really dope. That's going to be a fun one. So we just hit it on auto there. We're going to let it run on auto here. So you can kind of see what's going on here. Let me move myself all the way over here to the other side of the screen, so you can see his skills there. Boom, boom. He just cruises. He is a solo machine. He can solo 125 in a speed farm. So like we don't have to do it. There's a ranking strategy that I made a video on that I'll be putting out. It's either going to go up either before this one comes out or after this one comes out. But we don't necessarily have to rank up food in battles. So you don't have to bring food, but if we were in a situation where we needed to bring food, we could with him, and we can do this at higher levels than 125. And you can see we're just all right. We have a good little run here. We got 2 epics in a row. We got Musashi and we got Mordred right out the gates here on this video. So that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I hope you guys do pull. We're not really pulling in the alpha waves, but if you're either in wave 1 and you haven't had an Anubis drop yet, or if you're going to be in wave 2 and you get Anubis first thing, invest in him right away. Take him to 5-star right away. You're not going to be disappointed. I can guarantee you that. If you haven't signed up for wave 3 of the alpha, go to fateless.gg. Do it before September 3rd so you can get in wave 3 of the alpha. It is a competition wave, so everybody that signs up is going to be entered, and they are going to be having some really cool prizes. If you want to know what those prizes are, go to the Fateless Discord. And I believe they have them posted in there somewhere. I don't know the exact channel that it's in, but they are going to have some really awesome prizes for the winners of the challenge. But that starts on September 3rd. So if you haven't got in there, do that. If you're lucky enough to get Anubis on day 1, invest in him right away. I'm kicking myself that I didn't take him to 5-star on day 1. So if I would have taken him to 5-star on day 1, I probably would have been a lot higher, a lot faster. But that's hindsight. What do they say? Hindsight is 20/20, right? So that's going to do it again for this one. If there's another hero that you want to see one of these kind of spotlights on, definitely drop it in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Love you guys. Peace.